God tier. I don't do a good Nico. I'm gonna have to get a better Nico impression. God tier. So I want to do something a little bit different this episode, and I want to do my first ever commentary video. And basically what I'm gonna do is gonna watch a video by a watch content creator and then give my commentary on the matter. Now, this video in question, I hear he is a controversial character in the watch community, and his name is ARCHIELUXURY, and he just put up this video, and I want to make sure I get the title right. Peer pressure in the watch community. Are you a sheep? Are you a leader or a sheep? Which brings up a good question. Are you going to follow trends, or are you going to just buy what you want? So I'm going to watch the video, give my commentary, maybe agree with some points, disagree with other points, not sure. I'm not the biggest ARCHIELUXURY fan, and it's not because I dislike him in any way. It's just I've never watched a lot of his content before. So I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. He is a controversial character that I know, once again, but hey, we need some more drama in this watch community. Also, Mr. Luxury, if you are watching this, please do not be offended. I'm not coming at you in any malicious way, but let's go ahead and get to the video here.
Hi guys, ARCHIELUXURY, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW.
That is an amazing advertisement. I love it. Very old school, very radio. You say it 12 times. I like it.
Hey guys, it's your pontiff, ARCHIELUXURY. How are you guys doing today?
Look at all that pride and pinion marketing in the back. I love it. Do you have to buy that? Not sure. Not sure if you have to buy ad space on the background there.
Guys, I want to make this video today, and it's about buying and having the watches you want. And it's funny. It's funny. It's funny. Today I wanted to ask this question. If there's a watch that you like, but it's a stinker in the collecting crowd, would you still like it?
It's an interesting point. There are a lot of watches that I enjoy, that I own, that a lot of people would not want. One of them, I don't have it down here. Where'd it go? It is my Citizen Skyhawk Eco Drive. A lot of people, since it's quartz, solar powered, they're going to poo-poo it, not going to want anything to do with it. I absolutely love the watch. I have a Movado, which was my wedding watch. Absolutely love it. A lot of people will poo-poo it just right off the bat. There's a lot of watches from Breitlings all the way down to Tag Heuer that get a lot of hate in the watch community that no one likes. Oh, my Shinola. Exactly. One of my most disliked videos is my Shinola Bronze Monster video, and it's just whatever that Shinola, whatever aura it is, no one likes it, even though they make a decent quality watch. So I'm gonna go back and say this again. If you like a watch, go and buy the watch. Don't rely on anybody else's opinion. Go out and buy your watch 100%. There's no reason why one person should talk that other person into buying something that they don't want just because it's a Hamilton or a, Rolex or whatever it is. Buy what you want, buy what you like, and carry on.
And there's a lot of people out there, I'm not a sheeple, I'm not following the crowd, I buy what I like, I don't buy for other people.
The scrolling DSW on the top, David DSW, I love it.
Yada, 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 yada. Of course, that's correct. We all like to think we're individuals, but can you put your money where your mouth is? Quick wristwatch check. Milgauss.
Wristwatch check for me. I'm wearing my Omega Seamaster. Absolutely love this thing. I got the black dial on the black bezel. Looks so good. absolutely love it. People were trying to talk me into getting the white dial, and I didn't like it, so I wasn't going to buy it. But Shinola does have that titanium monster. I forget what it's called. Black bezel, white dial, titanium case and bracelet. I might get that. I digress. Let's get back.
So I did an interview today with Kelly, very attractive, early 30s lady.
Archie is such a gentleman. I love it.
It's funny she said that because I remember being in Hourglass in Brisbane. This was early 2010s, okay, early 20-somethings, and they had Nautiluses in the display case. It was no big deal.
It's really interesting that exists, that happens, right? When it comes to shoes or watches or video games even, something becomes collectible for no reason. You have no idea. A Charizard card is going for $250,000 for a first edition rated Charizard card. That's insane, absolutely crazy to think about. People spend their money on whatever they want. And just because it's the hot ticket item for right now, people will drop that coin immediately. He brings up a good point, though. It's in the case, it's right there, so who knows what the next watch is going to be that is going to be the highly sought after one in the years to come. You know, you might be kicking yourself in the butt. You have a Casio G-Shock that for whatever reason is going to blow up in value in the next, decade or so. But let's continue.
And I was talking to Nico Leonard from Pride and Pinion. Pride and Pinion.
God tier. God tier. I don't do the best, Nico.
God tier.
I was talking to God tier himself.
Such a genuine dude. I was watching one of his videos where he was going through the mall and he couldn't hand out. He was so nervous to hand out these watches. Very funny guy.
He's 33 years old. And it's funny, I'm not criticizing his choices, but it's the era he grew up in.
Is Nico only 33 years old? Man, he's doing it big. And that's true. That's maybe why I like digital watches so much and quartz watches in general. It's just the era I grew up in. I love my digital watches. It's something about them. Simple, easy to read, calculator watch, data bank, whatever it is. So easy to read, very simple. Boom, you got it. Now, maybe that's why I also love the Seamaster because, GoldenEye, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure. Maybe that has something to do with it. And it definitely has something to do with your wrist size. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. Hashtag ThiccWristCrew. And there's something about it. I can't wear something like on a precious metal. It's leather strap, very small, maybe a 37, 36 millimeters. It's just too small for me, for the most part, to wear as a daily watch. Maybe as a dress watch, something different. But as my daily, it just seems a little too small. So definitely the era, and your wrist size definitely plays a role into it. That's why I tend to stay away from the vintage stuff.
For example, many years ago, I got a Patek Calatrava 3944. And it's actually a quartz Patek. And I owned it, then I sold it. I wanted it back. I got it back, got the same one back again. And you know what? As soon as I got it, I couldn't live with the fact it was quartz. It started to really bug me. And what I mean is, when I say it bugged me, I couldn't handle the fact that it was a quartz Calatrava. It was like owning a Ferrari automatic, the famous Ferrari 400i.
So here he is talking about this quartz Calatrava. And I also want a quartz Grand Seiko. It's the GMT, I think it's the SRB005. It's the GMT model. It has that stainless steel bezel and a red GMT hand with a blue dial. It looks amazing. I don't mind that it's quartz at all. I actually prefer it to be quartz since it's always going to be running. I don't have to worry about it. But it has that stainless steel bezel. Now, if they made this stainless steel bezel with an automatic movement, would I have, gone in that direction? Maybe. But Something about the quartz, it's easy, it's reliable, it's always going to be functioning for you. So once again, buy what you like.
It's funny, even my good friend John Reardon from Collectability, he's running a YouTube channel, check it out, Collectability, and website collectability.com. When he got his first paddock, he could have got anything. He got the quartz aquanaut. Quartz aquanaut. And for not much, well, for a little bit more, he could have got an automatic one, which is worth big bucks, but you didn't know that at the time.
And he says it right there. You don't know what's going to be popular. You don't know that the Aquanaut's going to be popular, or the Nautilus is going to be popular, or a Daytona. All these Rolexes are going to be that popular. Even the Milgauss he had on earlier, I remember a couple of years ago, that watch was only $5,000 on eBay. And right now that thing is trading for $9,000. It's insane how much price difference just a few years makes. And what's going to be collectible, what's not going to be collectible, we just don't know at this point in time. And I guess that's why collectibles are how they are.
He saw mine one day, because I wore my Calatravas to work. And he said, is that a paddock? And he told me he had a paddock. And I said, bring it in, let's do it, have a look. And it was a 5711.
It's crazy how watch nerds do that. They just go up to a random person, hey, what are you wearing on your wrist? And you can just talk about it for 10, 15 minutes. The one guy that goes to my gym has a Seamaster with, I believe it's a white gold bezel, if I'm not mistaken. But I talked to him for 15 minutes. We just BS'd about watches, what we're going to buy next, what we have in our collection now. It's a good time.
And it's very, very true that the whole industry has changed. It's really, 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 really...
That's a fridge? That is a fridge? That's amazing. I need a fridge back there.
Really, really, really... I'm drinking no sugar Coke, by the way.
I'm drinking Four Roses single barrel.
Or I mean, she didn't say she hated it, or a simple Calatrava. I love Coca-Cola. Not good for you, but I love it.
Oh, Archie, man, you're making me jealous. Oh, that's good. That is good. Forget the Coke.
It's the different time period. I'm becoming a dinosaur. A dinosaur.
I feel like I'm getting old, too. My back hurts. My shoulders hurt. Everything hurts. Don't like it.
But the reason I'm making this video is, are you influenced by people around you? Do they guide what you want and don't want? Everyone wants the Aquanaut and the Nautilus. Well, I remember when they weren't that hot shit, and I didn't hate them because they were a paddock, but I didn't love them crazy either.
And just to bring it back one more time, I have a couple buddies that they always ask me for opinions on watches. Should I get this watch? Should I get that watch? You know, this is my price range. And I'll show them a bunch of different watches, and then they'll like one, not like one, and then they'll show me a Fossil. Okay, go buy the Fossil. Well, what do you think about it? Well, I think they're garbage. Well, I don't want to buy it now. What is it? It's not my money. It's your money. Buy whatever you want, which is 100% fine. Now, they did turn around and buy, what did they buy? I think they bought a Hemel. If you want to buy a Michael Kors or MVMT or a Daniel Wellington, go ahead, buy those watches. That's 100% fine. Just know that there are other watches out there for that price point that you can get a much better value, and that's going to hold its retention much more. But if that's what you want to wear, go ahead and wear it.
That's the whole thing with these watches. Different time period, and you know, looking back, I should have snapped them all up, but you just don't know this at the time. They were still expensive, don't get me wrong.
So he says it right there. If he had the money, he would have bought them all up. But we don't know. We didn't know that the Royal Oak was going to explode, or the Daytona was going to go through the roof. All these watches, we don't know that. So don't try to buy for that. Don't try to buy these watches as an investment. At least the watches that you want to wear. If you want to buy some cool vintage watches as an investment, go ahead. But the watches that you're going to wear them. Enjoy them. Have them on your wrist. Don't worry about scratching and scuffing them. Trust me, on this Omega already. It's scuffed up to hell. So don't worry about messing them up, especially on the watches that you want to wear. So that's the video. That's the message. Please let me know down below if you like the style of content. And I'm going to pop up a couple of videos. So go ahead and click those. And go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.